Wow, Idaho made it on another list. Which list is it this time? Stick around, let's find out. Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, and I found another one of those things in my email. It's like, wow, Idaho made it on another list, and I was pretty excited about it. Which list is it? Well, let's get to that, but first I want to let you know that if you're thinking Idaho might be the place that you want to move to, please go ahead and give us a call, text, email. We've all been through that relocation process, and we've got a lot of answers to questions you may not even know you had questions to yet. So please go ahead and give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help you. And also, if you find this video interesting at all, maybe you know somebody that needs to see it, please go ahead and share, like, and subscribe. That's very helpful to us. Now, what list are we on? 2022's most sinful states in America. And we are on the list, except we're like way at the bottom. Let's see what this is all about. So, Wallet Hub put together this list, and they use all sorts of different data points to come up with it based upon, well, I want to say basically the 7 deadly sins. And what we found out, it's kind of a little weird, the format. You can't quite see all the way to the other side unless you come down and then slide over. But let's just take a look. These last couple of columns are laziness, vanity, lust, greed. Now let's move back over so we can see what state we're talking about. That might, don't look yet. Alrighty. So, and here's the overall ranking for the states for the 7 deadly sins, right? Nevada, number 1. I don't think we're surprised about that. You know, the legalized prostitution and gambling and stuff like that. California comes in pretty close at number 2. This kind of surprises me. Texas at the 3rd most sinful state. Wonder why that is. Florida, and that really surprised me too, because Texas and Florida are typically what we consider conservative states. Tennessee, number 6, the heart of the Bible Belt. I wonder what's really going on. And then we can kind of slide down a little bit. Let's see. We're still at pretty much the top half of the sinful list. Washington State, that's our neighbor. Apparently Idaho's not rubbing off on them. I guess that's okay as long as Washington doesn't rub off on Idaho, right? Keep moving down. Oklahoma. That's kind of weird because, those are just good old folks down there. Arizona, it's too hot to commit sin. Dang. Well, in the summer anyway. Moving on. We're right here in the middle now. New Mexico and Alabama. Kind of right in the middle. So now we're getting a little bit better. And to throw a little bit better into, Massachusetts is on the positive half of the sinful list. Oregon. Way to go, Oregon. Glad to see you getting closer to us. Montana, too. You're getting there. Nebraska. You know that's where Treasure Valley Dave's from, right? Look at me talking in the third person like I'm somebody. Utah. Not even in the top 10 for the least sinful. Oh, interesting. North Dakota, too cold to commit sin there. And, well, Shazam, look at that. Idaho comes in at the least sinful state in America. Well, that's pretty cool. Don't you think that's pretty cool? I think it's pretty cool. So I just kind of wonder, well, why would that be? So I did some other searches, and I went over here to gun ownership by state. And let's take a look. Where are we here? Idaho's number 4. Montana, I remember that was pretty high up on or pretty low on the sinful, pretty high on the sinless-ish state. But there's Idaho, number 4. And so here's all the states. And here's the least number of ownerships on states up here. Massachusetts is 14%. New Jersey's 14%. And you can see this pink line in the middle. That's our national average. And we have quite a few states that are below the average. Washington State, maybe that's why they're so grumpy over there. Nobody has any guns. And let's move on down a little bit. And here we are, Idaho, number 4 from the top, depending on how you look at it. So we're at 60% gun ownership. Alaska's a little bit more, Wyoming's a little bit more, and Montana's a little bit more. You know, if you look at it a little bit deeper, what does gun ownership represent? It means someone is taking care, taking responsibility, personal. I mean, what could be more personal than that? To have your own gun, between you and, I don't know, a bear, a bad guy, you're taking care of your property. Maybe you're defending your family. Maybe you're next door defending your neighbor. That's got to bring some level of happiness because you as a person have the ability to defend and be responsible for yourself, your family, and your neighbors. That would bring some happiness, wouldn't it? So what else brings happiness? I mean, there's so many things in life, right? But I decided maybe this have something to do with it. So this is our pet ownership ranked by state. And let's get down here to the numbers. Pet ownership. So again, that pink line in the middle is the average. I don't even see the little dots for Hawaii and Alaska. Are they just, I guess they don't have any information. No. Well, I don't know what to guess on there, but of the information we have, California is the lowest on pet ownership, coming in at 40% of the people own pets. If you went back a couple of days in a previous video I did, just a little quick brief, we saw that some of the happiest towns, happiest areas, towns, cities, but LA was on the list, Seattle, Portland, and I remember Salt Lake City was on the list too. I guess they have a different definition of happiness, but LA was on that list, and LA comes in with only 40% pet ownership. What's going on there? Nebraska, I've been there, 51% pet ownership. We're not even up to the national average yet. Maybe they're not all that happy in Nebraska. But let's scroll, keep scrolling. Number 3, Idaho comes in at 70%. Actually, a lot of zeros in there with a 1 on it. So we're slightly over 70% of the population of Idaho has a pet, or maybe more than one. I'd hate to tell you how many we have. Maybe the HOA would find out. Oh no. And then there's only 2 states higher than us, Wyoming and West Virginia. And if I remember right, Wyoming was pretty high on the sinless list as well, weren't they? That's my look today. Sinful states. Idaho came in at number 50 out of 50, meaning we were the most sinless states, sinless at all the other states. And I think maybe some of that is because we have almost the highest gun ownership ratio and the highest pet ratio. Maybe that's what we need here. Maybe that's what you need here. So if you think Idaho might be the place for you, send us a text, shoot us an email. We'd love to talk further with you about this, answer some of your questions. If what you've learned today about Idaho being the highest, one of the highest in pet ownership, one of the highest in gun ownership, and the highest in sinlessness, or the lowest in sin, however you want to look at it, if those things kind of catch your attention, you want to know more, let us know. I'd be glad to help you. And if you found this video interesting, you know somebody that needs to see it, please share it, like, and subscribe. That helps out so much. And until next time, this is Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave, looking forward to helping you get home.